good to see you. Can we just talk one-on-one? Of course, I've come to meet you, entertain you, make you move around, celebrate. Of course, underneath that is sadness. I guess it just feels like a process of increasing honesty. A show like this, trying to find a way, changing the set list every night, trying to find a way behind the defenses. Thought maybe this could crack something open. We're all bringing a lot of emotions into this room. Me too. Think it's time you brought your face across the railroad to my place. I can't share this whiskey with you through the phone. If we drink enough of it, it might just get me to admit that I never knew quite how to be alone. While you talk about the nice things you once had. If the turntable still starts, you can teach me how to waltz. And I'll teach you how to feel really, really bad. Sometimes the wound hurts powerful indeed. Of my deepest need. Well, they pile up around you, the good and evil things you do, and the piles grow up higher every breath. When you're down between two mountains and you're 39 and counting, that's the valley of the shadow of death. We can't watch the silver moon, I'll fall asleep too soon, while the porch light draws the horse flies to their fate. And sometimes your company is just a thing to comfort me. But other times all I can do is just sit and wait. Sometimes the wound hurts powerful indeed, but sometimes it just got to let that sucker bleed. When the sun drags in the day, will you be 1,000 miles country's falling apart. I don't know if you noticed. The U.S. is crumbling in a new way. It's always fucking up, of course. It's to the point I'm scared to go back. And the fascists are sort of they've become the people most in charge, and they are allowed to kill you. I'm here too sometimes. And I would have been thinking about immigrating here. But you left the EU, and so I've got to take the Holocaust reparations where I can get them, which is where my grandparents came from, Germany or Poland. So if I leave the US, that's where I'll be, in the European Union. Sorry, I'm fucked up. But I guess I'm thinking about the people that governments are allowed to kill. Like all my grandparents, close relatives and friends. Like Renee Good and Alex Pretty in the US, or Mario Wood, Tamir Rice, and Sandra Bland and George Floyd. And all these people, all these names that pile up. And all the people who are not dead yet and still need somebody to care that they're not supposed to be killed by the government. I say their names out loud because I think those people matter. The Bible too, in the second book of the Bible. In English it's called Exodus. In Hebrew it's called Shemot, which means names. Not Exodus, the book of names. The king was allowed to kill you back then too. I want there to be bodies between the gears. Our world back home, just the ghost of a prayer. And I want us to read it aloud. I want us to read it aloud. Wet city streets, international calls. No, read it until this whole empire falls, and then we'll continue to read it. And the names will be the real ones that are ours. Ones given us by the enemy powers, the ones that we know in our bones and our bowels, and they'll be said out loud and repeated. Yeah, 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 yeah. I want there to be of our names. defeated the lie.